The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone! Greetings and salutations. I am Ravinia, aka Nikki, aka the Goth Furycorn. And I am the storyteller for Werewolf the Apocalypse, Phoenix's Call, Season 2. I was the storyteller for the first one as well. And I'd love for my wonderful cast to introduce themselves in no particular order because I'm murdering someone tonight. I'm kidding. I love you all. Or am I?
Well, as we know, the first one to speak up is usually the first one to die. Hi, I'm Maddox. I will be playing our lovely Fiona Arun, Colin Douglas, trying to be the responsible one and still a teenager, so we'll see how far that gets him. So, let's have fun, huh?
I'm Beth. I am playing Kat Sullivan, our Stargazer Philodox, trying to, trying to punch something today.
Hey guys, I'm the Ravnos Archon. I'll be playing Maui Howie, the group's Glasswalker Theurge, and I'm just trying not to die in another episode 4. Thank you.
I am Brad, Timber Brad 411 in chat, and I'll be playing Plays with Danger, the anything but responsible Bonar Agabash. Yeah, I'm here to drown myself in coffee grounds.
And I am Relindair, also known as Mama McStabber in Twitch chat, and I am playing Calliope Monroe, the Silver Fangs Metis Mute Galliard.
And we will definitely be back for some murder and mayhem after our lovely intro. And we're back here. Do I need to have a summation? I guess for our lovely people watching this, I should. But it seems like there are some problems with some of Maui's friends, as the monkey wrench has been completely decimated by some interesting weaver spiders. And also, we have Plays with Danger playing no games with another Bonar Lupus. All of this was preceded by the fact that Colin and Maui nearly died in a room filling with blue smoke. This was also, going forward from that event, Calliope finding out that black spirals are definitely here. One in particular being a sibling. And all this happened in the course of 24 hours. Fancy that. Y'all have basically just left the the junkyard where our lovely Bonars are hanging out for the moment due to the monkey wrench being completely foobarred, with a vial that has a interesting spider inside it. And this is where we are going to pick up.
Through mind speak, Calliope tells the group as we're heading to the vehicles, or the vehicle, I should say, because we rode together. I want to take this to Howie.
Definitely think that's a good idea. Get him to figure out what's going on with this. Doesn't kind of looks like one of his, but not quite. A
Yeah.
little more weavery.
Mm-hmm. Want to see if he knows anything about it? I mean,
Maybe he can get more information out of his spider friend.
mm-hmm. And then we can plan from there who all's going to talk to the Glasswalkers and the Silverfangs.
It's a fairly easy trip back. Maui and Plays, you had followed that trail that you were sniffing out all the way to the main road. There wasn't much else to do. So I assume you would be heading back to Calliope's trailer. Unless, you have something else you want to do. And you two can talk, obviously, on the way back if you want.
I'm just trying to remember. It was going back in towards town, correct?
Yes. Calliope basically lives on the outskirts of town, trying to keep her life discreet and private.
Yeah, I just as we head to the main road and we see that it goes into the city, I'm just like, all right, man, well, this is as far as we go, unless you want to like really get into it, but like it's two of us against who knows how many.
Smarter to wait. Go back.
All right, well, I'm following you, so.
Plays will kind of like take the trail moving in reverse back towards Calliope's.
Yep, it's fairly easy. And I would assume y'all would get there before they would get there, since it was actually, it's not that far of a distance from her camper.
And yeah, like Plays will keep, like he'll be moving, far enough out, sort of rubber banding almost, where like he'll run out, but far enough ahead to keep Maui in sight, and then back and forth, basically just trying to sort of like try and see if he wants to speed up, but at the same time also just, he's practically a ball of energy, so this is just
Yeah, I am the worst person to be paired up with you because I'm in no hurry. Like every time that I do catch up to you, I'm just like, so hey, all right, never mind. Guess you're running ahead then. Cool. We'll talk later.
I love this. This is great. But yeah, and so you very easily pass Maui. I'd like you to make a perception check as you're on your way through here.
Oh, here we go.
And I've got a question. How big do you think Maui is? Because that's going to affect the difficulty.
Oh, not at all.
He's stone sober right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So difficulty is going to be an 8.
Just perception by itself, or
my brain is so excited with how much is going to be going on.
Yeah.
It's perception alertness.
Sure.
So excited.
Difficulty 8. I'm gonna preemptively use a willpower point just because.
It's your funeral.
That's why. Yeah, out of 6 dice, I got 1 8. So no botches. So that gives me 2 successes.
Okay. You're kind of looking at this shrub, and there's something weird about it. There's just something off. You're not fully pulling it, altogether. But there's this shrub that's right near the camper that there's just something. There's like a je ne sais quoi about it that you're just so confused about.
Was it there before?
Yeah. It's just one of those things where you're looking at this shrub and you don't know exactly why this is ringing your bells. But it's there. Plays. He is being very observant of the shrub that has the fur on it.
Fucking knew it.
You're very much looking at this and you're like trying to figure it out. And here's the thing, he only got 2 successes. So you've got a chance here before he notices, because I mean 3 successes is a complete success. So
you know what? Fuck it. Let's try and be sneaky and hide it.
okay, so what shall you do? Are you going to distract Maui or
Well, I don't know that there's anything I can do to distract him immediately. Let me look and see if I got any fun little things. What time of day are we in? Just for
It's
reference.
late morning?
Okay.
Breakfast and workouts have been had, and yeah, that's when you split up.
I think
Workouts.
for now I'll leave it, because if he didn't notice it, then it's not immediately something to care
Mhm.
about. And then if an opportunity presents itself, I may be a little sneaky later.
All right. Well, Maui, or I should say Ravnos in this case, you don't notice anything yet, but the next time you come out of the camper, I'm going to give you a roll, and it's going to be at an exceedingly low difficulty. It's going to be one of
Got it.
those, why didn't I see this thing before kind of thing.
Okay.
And this is
Make
just
a note of
me-
it.
Yeah, this is just me giving a timetable to events.
I will
Do-
probably forget about this shrubbery
Mm-hmm.
within the hour. So
Do I know what the significance of a chunk of fur being left there would be?
It has her scent on it, like completely unequivocally. This is, in a weird way, this is her staking her claim a bit.
Crazy bitch, got it.
Well, she didn't pee on you. That would have been
That's for
really.
That's for motorcycles.
Oh no, that's for anything that you want to claim as your own as a lupus, specifically a
Wait,
bonar.
does that mean the bike's mine now? That's good to know.
Well, in your brain, that's what you would be thinking.
please drive a bike in your lupus form.
Oh,
That would
here's
crash so
the real
fast.
question though: which would be worse, the lupus form or place in his Hamid form?
Naked bike rides. I'm already seeing it.
Anyway,
I'm making notes right now.
Gotta love
Yeah,
those vibrations.
I'm gonna see if an opportunity presents itself otherwise, because I mean, he wasn't really hiding that she was there, so
Yeah.
something with her scent being there, I don't know that it's worth trying to make a bigger deal out of
Mhm.
immediately. Yeah, we'll see if that turns into something else. But yeah, for right now, I'll just leave it.
I got you. I'm just making you aware of things. And it's
Mhm.
not too much longer after you're there that, Colin and Kat and Calliope come rolling up in her Suburban. It's a Suburban, right? I was making sure I got it right.
It's a Suburban.
Mm-hmm.
Not a brand new one,
No.
but it's a Suburban.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And you
we get out, and Calliope actually, if she sees those two, she's going to wave to them and point at Howie and say,
We have
All
something.
right.
Calliope has something you need to look at.
Okay, sure, yeah. And I get up and I stretch.
and then
And yeah, Plays will run over too.
Yeah, and I actually say, and I unlock the camper and say, and shoo everybody inside.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Head on in and squish into the
The
roll
banquet.
table. Banquet, that's the word.
Well, Plays will get up to the door and stop because he's not sure if he's allowed in wolf form. Because he was in Hamid the last time he was in here.
And Calliope just looks at you and is like,
He'll step in cautiously.
I love how
And-
Plays is just, I'm suspicious of these portals.
she actually closes the door behind Plays and does mind speak for everyone. So, not only the motorcycles and vehicles were attacked by spiders,
It was everything.
it was everything. And it is a cairn.
Yeah.
And it is under attack by spiders. And Calliope takes out the vial from her purse and hands it to Howie. These.
Assuming this wasn't your intended effect, Howie?
Can I see the spider now?
It's hanging out. Something about this glass is making it very visible.
Is it like the spiders that I saw off the old lady?
That's a great assertion. Yes, it is quite like the spiders that are off the old lady.
As soon as he sees the glass, he immediately starts backing towards the door, like pressing himself against it, and just says, spiders. Spiders.
And Calliope said, "Is that what you saw in the old woman?"
And he's like nodding his head, spiders. Bad spiders.
Have I seen something like this before?
Maui, you look at it and it's very odd. It looks like Weaver. It looks like Weaver, but the way it's fluctuating, this isn't even like a mixture of Weaver and Wild here, like your spiders go through. Like if you spend extended points of time away from civilization, they start looking more like Wild spiders instead of Weaver spirits. This looks almost toxic. This looks more like you take a Weaver spirit and some taint has gone through. It's been hanging around some sort of toxin.
I'll pass that along. Yeah, this is completely out of the norm here. Like this is weird, like spooky vibes.
Does it seem like worm taint?
Who are you asking?
If I'm looking at the spider, just from the knowing like the rite of cleansing, would I get the idea that this is something that could be cleansed?
Do you have the sense worm taint gift?
I do not.
If you do not, then the only thing you can get is maybe this could be cleansed. Maybe. This seems weird. Because, yeah, Weaver and Worm tend to not mix at all. It's almost like oil and water. So something special has gone on here.
You think your spider spirit could get any information out of it?
Yeah, I mean, I can ask, sure. And I'm like, just reach into my both hands into the back of the collar and try to feel around for Charlie.
Charlie?
100% don't want to open that glass, though.
No, not at all.
Charlie easily comes to your hands. Charlie's
cool.
always trustworthy of you.
Yeah, and I just put my hand down on the table. She's like, look, little dude, I don't want you to get too close to this, but can you speak to it? Is it like your people? And not like offensively your people. Like I'm just saying, like, is this something that you can talk to spider to spider, you know?
I could try.
Oh, sure.
I could-
Try it. Try it out. And while it's getting off of my hand, my other hand will reach down, pull the pager out, and then I'll set up. I'll start pushing buttons, and then just
Mhm.
put it near the glass as well. And I'm going to try to use sense worm off of that.
Go ahead. Lovely little fetish we got.
My pager,
Yeah, your
Yeah,
pager.
everyone says they're useless, then how come they're still around?
right? 4 successes. One of them is a
Oof.
10.
It's one of those things where the pager goes off worm tank and then it'll shut off for a second. And then it'll go off and you notice just looking at it the way the spider's form fluctuates. That when it's looking a little more distorted, a little more broken, in the sense of the term, when you've spent time with weaver spiders, you have a buddy weaver spider, you know what they're supposed to look like. It goes from looking normal to looking bad, and that's when the pager goes off. It's a weird transitional. I don't know if you've even seen something that can do this before, but and your spider kind of walks up to the glass a little bit, kind of taps at it just a little bit. And this thing almost lunges at the tap. Like the glass starts moving. And
My hand immediately shoots forward
Yeah.
to kind of protect
Steady it.
Charlie. Not even steady. I just want to protect Charlie.
Yeah, Cat will go to steady the glass to make sure it doesn't fall and break.
I don't know, Maui. I don't think it wants to talk. I know Wilbur called for help for that thing that you wanted him to do.
Yeah, but is this something that Wilbur called, or is this something that came as a result of Wilbur's call?
I don't think Wilbur would have intentionally called for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I'm thinking it was part of the mix, because you know buildings are pretty much made of us.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
I get that. Yeah.
So something must have been in there. Maybe they had like a bad water line, or maybe I know dial up, if it's not properly shielded,
Yeah.
can have
Yeah.
similar weirdness. I
Charlie,
don't know.
is there any threading? Is there any webbing attached to it? Is there a way that we can see where it originated from, so that we can find the source? Maybe. Is that asking too much, Charlie?
I could try, Maui.
Okay.
But
All right.
I have to get in there.
Oh no. Nope. Nope. That's a nope.
Would I know if the rite of cleansing would work through the glass, or would we have to open it in order to cleanse it?
You would most likely have to open it. You would have to release it onto the ground that you have
Prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And then also somehow keep it in one spot.
It's a whole thing.
I mean, that's what you would be.
Cat.
You would be holding it in the same spot.
Yeah, Cat. Why don't you make me an intelligence? Yeah, intelligence plus rituals, because it is a full scale rite. Difficulty is going to be about a 7, because I mean you have the rite, you understand what it entails.
If 2 successes.
All right. Rites are a rite of cleansing will clear worm taint from a being. It is usually safer than doing some of the other ways of clearing worm taint, but there is a decent percentage, whatever you clear the worm taint from also dies in the process. So people, spirits, any of that, there is a chance that that'll be its last breath. And in the process of trying to clear worm taint, you get some surprising reactions. There are some old tales of monsters being born out of the area itself to attack and defend its right to be there. So, yes, you can start, you can do a ritual of cleansing. It's just, it's gonna be hit and miss. If it works great, then it might die in the process of clearing it. If it doesn't work, you might kill the being regardless, trying to defend yourself from its throes of not wanting to be cleansed.
Something to consider. I basically will explain everything. Say it's something to consider. But I'm not sure if the risk is worth it right now.
I'm gonna grab the jar out of her hands and just shake it. Just be like, all right, can you hear me, my friend? Oh, good. We have us a way to speak. Where you from? Okay.
AKA, I'm not telling you shit.
Yeah. Shake it again.
Just more hissing. Because
Yeah.
You're muted, Maddox.
You know, Howie, if you want, I've got a good throwing arm.
Oh, we are out in the wilderness with so little to feed a weaver spirit. I wonder how long this thing would last in the wild. And then
I mean, we should be a little careful because we are near Calliope's trailer. I don't think we want the trailer to go the way of the bar.
What the actual fuck? And that goes broadcast through the mind speak.
I'm not being serious.
We take
Blazes.
this to the fucking glass walkers and their goddamn tower and say, what the fuck is up with this?
Oh, we can't let this loose in the city. We
wouldn't let it loose. I don't think that thing should ever leave that jar ever again.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to spook it so that it gives us more info.
Oh yeah. So am I. And then I shake it again.
I don't think it's
Blaze
working.
just moves away.
Storyteller,
from
can I mind speak to a spirit?
You can try. We could find out together.
Let's find out together. I'm going to burn a willpower for that.
Okay.
Can I plug my computer into this random, USB in the wall? I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. And then I do my, is it charisma and expression?
Yeah, I think it's charisma and expression.
Okay. I'm going to use air of confidence. Okay. What was my difficulty?
Your difficulty was a 6.
Okay.
Spider isn't fighting too hard.
That is 7 successes because I had an exploding 10.
And that's amazing. So you can actually, you link up with the spider.
Mm-hmm.
And
This is only a direct link between her and the
Yes.
spider.
Yes, just her and the spider. We're not doing this whole
We're
thing
not doing a
where-
broadcast.
No,
Mm-mm.
we're not broadcast tower.
Mm-mm.
And in the case of this, I need let me see, what is it? Was it a stamina?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a straight stamina roll.
Okay.
Difficulty 8 here. And I'm going to feed you what the vibe you're getting from having to do this.
2.
Okay. So the thing that you're getting here is there are 3 billion voices talking at once. 3 billion voices, different people, different voices, screams, complaints, all sorts of strange noises. It's not like a...
This far out of town.
Yeah, well, no. This is the thing. It's coming from the spider.
Oh.
You are getting fed this blowback from the spider, just from its spider's consciousness. You've never really done this with a spirit before, let alone a normal spirit, so you don't know what this would be like. But
No.
You're getting definitely this weird weaver worm taint thing. And you are going to take some damage from it.
Sure.
Well, 1 second. We're going to say... We're going to give two health levels of aggravated damage. Just because that's a lot to go through your brain at once.
All right.
She tuned into the one song, but it's off key at the moment.
It's off key, off wavelength, and it seems like she's getting 3 billion people trying to sing this song at once. And eventually, you kind of get this reverb. This kind of what do you want with kind of bit.
Who did this to you?
Don't you forget about me. Don't know.
Where did this happen?
You get that weird kind of multiple voices kind of going at once kind of thing. City. Big box. City. Big box. Big box city.
Store?
Store! Store!
Thank you. And she disconnects.
I'm assuming we could see this play over her face.
Oh, yeah. She was in pain.
Kat will go get you a glass of water and be like, are you okay?
She reestablishes the mind link with everyone else. It was corrupted in the furniture store.
Well, and that was on our docket of things to do anyway.
It doesn't know who did it, but it knows it happened there.
I'm going to reassuringly put my hand on Calliope's shoulder. I'm going to spend the Gnosis point and use Mother's Touch as well. Be like, you want to warn us the next time you're going to be doing something crazy like this? I got 5 successes. That's more than enough to heal the aggravated you took.
Thank you.
Howie's right.
Howie, but I've learned it's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
True, but you don't have to work alone anymore.
There's other ways that we could have found out to go to the furniture store. There's rights and things we could have used. We have Charlie.
I mean, at this point, we have the information. No point in complaining.
I guess the last thing we got to do then is cleanse this motherfucker.
So you still want to go through with that?
We got it to get rid of it.
If we destroy it, we put it out of its misery. It has about 3 million voices in its head.
Too dangerous to leave because
I'm
the
going
glass
to
could
tell
break.
you straight up that the Bonar Alpha did say that you let this out, it's going to multiply. It's one of the only ones they caught. There are several more. Thousands of these things roaming the city.
Maybe we should be careful and wait until we have some more information. Or
It
perhaps more
seems
people.
like we don't have the right kind of resources to clean it up. I don't know shit about Weaver stuff. Howie, you seem like you're doing your best, but it seems like you're also, I don't know, like you don't have the equipment or something to
I wonder
do
if would there
everything
be
you
a
want with this. I
way
don't know.
I got the
of
conch.
containing it? It's contained in the glass now. I wonder if there'd be a way of
We need
containing
to
it.
talk to the weavers in the city. I'll put it back in my bag. There's nothing in there it can break the glass against.
Be safe. We should just wrap it in some cloth or something.
Calliope goes back to her room and comes out with a very fuzzy wrap and wraps it and puts it in her bag.
Followed spiral. Leads to road, then city.
Could you catch their scent again if we went back to the city?
Yes.
Something to keep in mind.
Are we visiting Glasswalkers first, or are we visiting a furniture store first?
I think we need to get the Glasswalkers and Silverfangs in on this too. We need
That's
to
a good
bring
starting point.
both of them, both seps together in this.
More to fight.
Yes.
At this moment, Colin, you hear that reverberating in your ears again. Eyes of the Creek. Together. Strong.
Let's get going then.
Before we go, was there anything that the spiral left?
I look at plays.
Out of character, wasn't there something you drew?
Oh, you know what?
I was
Maybe.
say that I totally forgot about it, but that wasn't me.
Yeah.
The rune.
I am unfortunately absent-minded. I think I'd have to make a roll to remember that.
Mm-hmm. It's true, you did take that flaw.
What
That's a
would
rough
that
one.
be?
Hold on 1 second, and I will pull it up.
Thank you.
So here's my question, because plays has like an attention to detail, and it was pointed out to him.
And you gave him paper.
Oh yeah.
I paid attention.
Look, it's been a week.
Checks and balances. Checks and balances.
And I would totally have let this fly. I totally was going to let that go.
This is what it's like to have more than one smart person in the pack. Holy crap.
Yes.
Paper.
I'll let the
Tree.
audience figure out who the other smart person was.
I'm trouble finding that roll. Give me 1 second.
Wait, are we going with the roll now?
Well, no, for Maui to remember, he has to roll something because he's absent-minded.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, plays would just say paper, tree, symbol.
Oh man, yeah. Good call. And I'm gonna rifle through my pockets and pull out the paper that I drew thing. I found this on some tree.
Calliope takes a look at it.
Peer over her shoulder because I'm nosy.
It is a strange, as I described it, it looks slightly Nordic in origin, a Nordic runic R. But there seems to be some weirdness to like some of the angles. There are some extra lines and marks here and there.
Do I recognize anything about it?
It definitely gives you a feeling. This definitely feels like a black spiral marking. Because, as you know, werewolves have their own symbology. And that also means black spirals do, too. So why don't you... I believe we settled on a intelligence primal urge roll for this. And since this is a bit far into your past, the difficulty is going to be 8.
That is 3.
Okay. The
And
semblance...
you see Calliope studying it really close and squinting like she's almost trying to remember something.
And it is, in essence, they are watching you. Be careful.
Her lip curls up in like a snarl.
It's funny because most of the black spirals that you've been around have come seeking you out to attack you. This seems to be some sort of warning about something. This seems a little more weirdly protective than you would think any black spiral would have in their heart.
It's a warning to me.
Why would they want to warn you?
Don't
I'm being watched.
don't try and put reason behind those fuckers. They're all nuts.
Fair enough.
I dare say all of us are a little nuts. And Calliope takes her bag and walks out the
True.
door.
Right.
Colin
Shouldn't
does
be
his best not to
grasshoppers.
acknowledge that the moon pisses him off when he looks at it for too long. Which is totally a normal thing.
Totally normal. Totally normal for an Arun to do that.
Like looking
not-
at everything pisses you off.
True story.
Even closing my eyes, the back of my eyelids piss me off.
Why is it
Anyways.
so dark?
No, I have.
Any,
There's some things you can do to help, control your rage more. You should really talk.
what do you mean? I aim it. It's not that hard. Come on.
Use it.
And I will walk to the truck, get in, start it up, and then just wait for Calliope to tear off down the road because she knows the city. I do
Mhm.
not.
Shotgun.
Sorry, I should have informed people episode 1. Colin has 0 dots in drive. Y'all been letting him drive.
Oh, I know. Trust me, we're gonna get to when it gets advanced that there is gonna be a driving check.
Calliope has
See-
2 dots in drive.
Yeah, I have
The
a
important
dot
reason why
drive,
Kat
bro.
is going with Calliope.
Who has the spider? The evil
Calliope.
spider. Then he's gonna go into the truck that's not with the spider.
Oh yeah, no, I like the second that Colin gets out and I see him turn on his truck, like I shoot forward. I'm just like shotgun and I slide across the hood.
Calliope says privately to Kat, I swear to God, they're cowards.
Maui, we are still within the hour, so go ahead and roll that perception alertness check. It's gonna be a difficulty 4. And I mean, you're really excited to slide over this car and,
Yeah, Starsky and Hutch style.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 6 of them.
And you just barely eye that shrub because you're getting in the shotgun seat with Colin rolling his eyes repeatedly.
No, it's Cullen gripping the steering wheel because this isn't his truck.
Yeah. Rolling it, and you look at the shrub and you're like, why didn't I see it earlier? There's this patch of fur that's stuck in the leaves, and it's clearly not Plays with Danger's fur.
I'm gonna point at it and just like shoot my finger in front of Colin's face. Just be like, hey, you see that?
Fucking.
Is that one of the black spirals, you think?
Do I also have to make a roll?
No, he's pointing it out to you.
Okay.
And Plays, I'm assuming you're in the back of the truck, and so you're hearing this conversation go.
I don't know that Plays.
I don't know if Plays would be cognizant enough of it, but I'm just pointing it out to you as a
I mean,
a courtesy.
He's just there for now.
But yeah, Colin, you see this patch of fur in this bush.
Like, I can guess like general color and stuff. Like it looks like a tuft of hair, not anything weird to him.
Yeah, it looks like a tuft of fur. It doesn't look weird or any real strangeness that you would think, a black spiral's fur would be like. But it's not it's not Plays fur, though.
Hang on, I put the truck in park and go over to the bush. I'm gonna just pick it up. Feels soft, coarse.
It's soft. Surprisingly soft.
I was gonna turn to Plays and just like, why is he touching that? Like, he just grabbed it like out of nowhere, and now this.
Is my hand burning or anything like that?
No.
I go back to the truck, get in, buckle up, put it in drive. Seemed like fur.
I have this incredulous look on my face. I'm just like flabbergasted, like a cop touching evidence without a glove.
Just the offense.
Question. So we saw all of that because I'm assuming we haven't left yet.
I wasn't subtle. I don't think I can be.
Do we remember being, excuse me, does Kat remember being told that Plays had a visitor?
That's up to Kat. I don't think Kat has anything that would block her from remembering things.
Okay.
But she was also passed the fuck out, and I don't know if anyone told her.
Well, Calliope mentioned that Kat had a visitor. I mean, Plays had a visitor.
Why is he playing with her fur? What are they doing?
I think she marked him as hers. That's how you get one like me.
Definitely need to have a conversation with Plays.
Oh yeah, Kat, you definitely have this feeling. Wait a minute.
Shit.
The litany is being broken in front of my face. My job is to keep this from happening. What? There's a little wound to your pride as a Philodox in this moment.
I slept through what?
How the fuck did I sleep through that? Yeah,
I can tell you I did, and literally Calliope is hearing you say this out loud to yourself, and she's like, no. Nothing happened between them last night other than playing. Okay, they ran around, chased each other. They acted like just lupus playmates. But yeah, I think she's got a crush.
Definitely need to have a conversation with Plays to make sure he puts that to rest.
And yeah, there's a little bit of a voice in your head, Kat. It's like, wow, you're being such a disappointing Philodox right now. You're being very much a disappointment to your moon. I wonder what your
I haven't
family
dealt
would.
with people in a while.
I wonder what your family would think. Honestly,
They'd probably be pissed. She's just talking to herself.
Hmm.
Shit.
Well, Kat, in case they ostracize you,
We can be
you can hang
ostracized.
out. You can hang out with me.
All right, good. We'll be ostracization buddies. Just
You
take
know,
a camper. Just go for a road trip.
We'll just go for a road trip.
There we go.
Wouldn't be my first time. And she takes
Ooh.
off out of the yard.
Calliope. There's definitely, when you're doing that, there's this smile of, oh, connection. Oh, I have a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have friends. When are they all going to die and leave you alone?
Or just abandon me.
Mm-hmm.
The end of this episode. No.
I will put it out there. I do not plan TPKs.
But
Doesn't
you
mean
don't
they won't happen.
Stop them.
But I don't plan TPKs. But yeah, and you continue on. And Calliope knows the way.
Mm-hmm.
You start going through the main city into the financial district where the bankers and anyone who's anyone, you see the houses get nicer and nicer as you go in Casper. Casper is not a small town. So you definitely see this as things get just increasingly nicer until finally you're in, the heart of the city. And you see a wonderful skyscraper. A building of epitome of modern technology as it is right now. And at the bottom, you do see a sign with a martini glass and a kind of neon filled with some light pink liquid in it. And it's called the Cosmopolitan.
All right. Now we just need a bar that is a nice in-between, because the first place was too crumbly, and now this one's too polished.
Calliope gets out and walks to the truck.
You might be a little bit underdressed for this one.
If you're underdressed, I'm underdressed.
I'm going to ask Place with Danger and Colin that you stay and keep an eye on the vehicles.
I can do that.
Plays will sort of like sit at attention.
Thank you. Howie, you're with us.
Oh boy.
All right.
And we head in,
Mm-hmm.
the three of us.
And yeah, it's that polished exterior. The moment you come in, it's quiet here. There is the dulcet tones of some jazz music playing. The area is impeccably clean. Smells of delicious food. Even to your human noses can be smelt. The place is rather quiet, except you do see a couple of individuals sitting at the bar. Having some, the work lunch kind of lunch. 3 Bloody Marys and a steak. Kind of situation going on at the bar. They look very well put together. There is a man and a woman. The man definitely seems bulkier under the suit. The suit is rather tight to the form. And he's wearing his hair, which is a nice sandy brown and a very sharp cut. And the woman has her hair up in like a French twist. And it's bright red in color.
And Calliope says, I'll approach first. And she goes and sits a seat away
Mm-hmm.
from them and takes out her notebook and begins writing.
And
She knows who these people are.
one of them is Sully,
Mm-hmm.
who's basically kind of head of security,
Mm-hmm.
which in normal werewolf terms, that means the warder of the Cairn.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that's next to Sully, the woman, her name is Sarah. And she's kind of a liaison. She goes in between places.
Who is the one in charge here?
Technically, Sully has more rank than Sarah because, like I said, Sarah's more of an ambassador style
Okay.
individual.
And Calliope writes, Good afternoon, Sully. There is something important my associates and I need to discuss. And she slides the notebook over.
And Sully, he coughs for a second. It's like it was in mid Bloody Mary gulp. Even on my lunch break, I can't get time off.
She looks in our direction. I just give her finger guns. Just pop pow.
Oh.
And then holster them.
Talking about Sarah. Sarah does look a little confused, but she stays relatively quiet. There's just a little look on her face of like, what the fuck's going on? Sully just kind of looks. Right now?
She takes the notebook back. Unless you don't care about spirals corrupting spirits and people at the furniture store. And she slides that over.
We've tried to get into that furniture store. That place is locked down tight. They won't even let us go in for reconnaissance. We've tried to send people in, but it's hard when everyone knows who we are here.
She takes the notebook back. Well, something came out. And she slides that over and takes the wrapped jar out of her purse, unwraps it, and sets it on the bar.
Man, that looks nasty. Hey, Sarah, take a look at this. There's a bit of an aloofness here that I don't know if I can capture because I'm a bit of a fucking asshole. But that looks nasty. And Sarah's like, yeah, I've seen one of these. At the old baker's site. You know, and she kind of picks it up and she shakes it a little. Real nasty fuckers.
She takes her notebook back and writes, a spiral was collecting homeless from the shelter, and she explains which one. Then she writes, an old woman there had these spiders crawling all over her. And I got into this one's head, and it said it happened at the store.
That's nasty. Just nasty. Well,
Have you tried to have someone apply?
Well, we've tried. They won't even let us. It's like they almost know that we're coming when we show up.
Pulls the notebook and says, we have a way.
But yeah, the homeless shelter is Bonar territory. It's not us. So that's
Aware-
them. But where this building is, and I know the one you're talking about, the furniture store, that is technically on Glasswalker property. It's adjacent to Bone Gnar, so technically we have jurisdiction over this.
I'm gonna slide in between Calliope and this girl and just be like, I think this goes beyond like boundary lines, dude. Like, really, we need to get everybody together to handle this situation because that's the kind of shit I've never seen before. And if you're saying that you've seen it before, we need to know where so that we can kind of go and do our own Scooby-Doo shit. Because from what I've seen so far in the city area, it just been looking like a pissing contest, and I don't want to be involved in that.
And
I got bad aim.
Sarah does laugh at that. You're right, this whole town is a pissing contest. That's why I only come in here for reconnaissance notes. I'm trying to get more people to work together. It's really hard. It's really fucking hard to do. I mean,
hard.
Calliope takes a notebook and says, "Tell me about it."
I mean, I was out of town for a while. I mean, there was some crazy crap going on at Yosemite.
Who's and I'm new here, so I apologize if I'm asking a stupid question, but who's in charge of this part of town, this Glasswalker sept, if I could call it that?
Oh, that would be, you mean our CEO?
Sure, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. That would be Carlisle, and he's been absent from today's luncheon.
Is that normal for him, or is he?
No, it's not normal, but I'm assuming he has some important business.
Can we get him on the horn? Is he like,
An appointment?
I can definitely get you an appointment with him, but I don't think it'll be today.
Yeah, no, we need like expedited. Is that a word? Yeah, we just need to expedite this process, like, grease the wheels.
Something's going on, and majority of the group we're going with are new to the area, so we might be able to get in where you weren't able to.
Yeah, man, you gotta surf the tube,
And Sarah kind of leans up to Maui and gives him a bit of a sniff. Like, this is an obvious thing of like, who the fuck are you, kind of.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna step away.
Aqua, are you serious?
Yeah, man, cheap stuff, but it's best.
If you say so. So, like, try and get Carlisle on the horn. But the last time I saw one of these, it was a long time ago. Like I said, the baker's site.
I look at Calliope. I'm like, do you know what she's talking about?
It was.
Calliope just nods her head.
It was way on the outside of town. There was a nest of sorts.
And was it cleansed or?
It was cleansed.
So maybe something got out and is now terrorizing the city, I guess. I don't know.
Either something got missed.
Yeah.
Or someone went back over. The only way you're going to get rid of these fuckers, and she shakes it real vigorously.
Yeah, I've done that. That. You're harshing its vibe. It's just going to be more pissed off.
The only way to get rid of these fuckers is to take out the head. What I mean is there is a queen.
Get rid of her, all her little babies.
They get all sorts of confused. They don't know what to do. They end up killing each other off.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you 3 guesses as to where the nest is, and the first 2 don't count. So.
And Calliope points to her notebook that says the store.
And Sully.
And we may have a way.
Yeah, Sully just kind of looks. Well, if you go in and find some additional information that you can guarantee that this queen is there, then I can definitely get Carlisle for you.
Calliope takes her notebook and writes, deal.
Good.
Can I see the word that she writes?
Hmm?
I'm just gonna lean over and just like, you are a terrible fucking negotiator.
And yeah, so the spider gets handed back to you, and it's like, there we go. Bring us
She
back
wraps
something.
it back up.
Bring us back something more concrete. And I'll guarantee private session.
Oh man, you guys are so nice compared to what I've heard. I'm gonna lay the sarcasm thick.
Mhm.
on
Yeah,
that.
and he just smiles.
And Calliope shuts her notebook, tucks it under her arm, and walks right out.
And Sully's very much like, sweet cheeks, have the best day you deserve, as you walk out. And
Yeah.
Sarah actually kind of smacks him in the arm.
And
It's
she
like, you
literally
fucking
flips him the
asshole.
bird. She literally flips him the bird as she walks out, not even turning
Yeah,
around.
and Sarah goes to leave with you.
I'm gonna take a look at her as she's walking with us. I'm just gonna be like, are you escorting us out, or you just have business outside somewhere?
I have business outside somewhere.
All right. It just
Or,
it felt. I'm just saying, it
you know-
felt oppressive.
You know, wanting a private conversation.
Oh,
You know?
are
And-
you a glasswalker too? Are you like that asshole, or
I'm a glasswalker too. I'm not like that asshole.
okay? Because I was about to renounce my tribe.
I'm
Just so you're aware.
there's some stubbornness. There is some, you know, dumb asshole fuckery. My dick is bigger than your dick kind of shit going on here.
Yeah, dude. Doesn't matter the size of the dick. It's just fucking. Can you use it or not?
Exactly. I get it.
Oh, thank you.
You know, but it's one of those things. Sully has been stuck in his position for too long. He's a little complacent, and
Yoga,
she
man.
is walking
Yoga
with.
helps.
She is walking with y'all back to where the vehicles are, and you know she's kind of like, look, I can help facilitate this a little better. I will give you as much help as I can, though I will tell you I am on the outsides of this cairn. We kind of stand apart. I'm a go-between, if you will. I go between glasswalker cairns and normal cairns, even though they're not all normal, but you know what I mean. I
Yeah,
deal with outside my own tribe. Hey,
All right,
it's
well.
kind of funny that truck looks very familiar. And there's a bit of a look of surprise. And Colin and Plays, I want you to make perception alertness checks.
Oh God!
Difficulty 6.
Yay! My full 4 dice pool for this.
We just established it's not the size of the pool that matters, bro.
Just gotta know how to roll it.
I don't know. Sometimes one success is never quite enough, you know. Oh, I
You're
didn't do
using
too
it wrong.
bad. I got 1 success, no botch.
It's not too bad. Plays, tell me how many dice?
What did you say the difficulty was?
6.
Yeah.
6
Anytime she doesn't
successes
say it,
on
I just roll
7
it at 6.
and 110.
Well, you definitely know who this is, Plays with Danger. This is Sarah from the other tribe. The only glasswalker that hangs out in Cody.
Is
Ja-
this the one that I met with Jonathan?
Yes, with the coffee grounds. How you figured out that you liked the coffee grounds. Colin, you look at this person and it's like they could be her, but she's dressed in like a full-scale business suit with her hair done up, and
She's in Cody. She's in Cody.
yeah.
No,
But no,
Oh.
Plays, you know.
Oh yeah, no, as soon as he sees her, he breaks the fucking attention. One, because Calliope can see her own truck now, but mainly because it's just like he knows this lady and the greatness that she possesses, and he'll run straight to her.
Whoa, plays. I'm gonna get out of the truck now because I've just been sitting in it watching.
Yeah, and she's kind of taken back, plays with danger, running right at her, and she's in her her stiletto heels on the street. Whoa, place?
Like, it's not like you see him just sort of like running around in a circle, and in Garu, all he has, like, it's just going through his head again and again. It's just coffee.
Place.
And then he stops, and then he stops, sits, looks at her, and it ears at attention.
Why here? And she kneels in her suit, and she starts rubbing his head. What are you doing here?
Take it you two know each
And
other?
He'll look over towards Colin, as sort of like pointing in his direction.
God, ma'am. Do we?
Yeah.
So
Breathe.
you are?
Yeah.
I give her a hug, and it's an
hey.
Arun hug, so I
Yeah.
squeeze.
Oh, you can definitely. The back pops in like 3 different places. I
And so-
see you too.
While he's hugging, he's Plays is sort of doing that thing where he's like full on like bouncing between Sarah and Calliope, and he's just like saying Ingaru to all of them. Coffee.
Calliope mind speaks to him. I gave you some this morning.
Eventually, I stop hugging her. Holy fuck! What are you doing? What are you doing here in Casper?
I came to talk to the glasswalkers. What are you
Right,
doing? Yes.
You are a glasswalker.
Yes, I am. Don't forget about that in Cody a lot.
We're here because and then Cullen will suddenly like stop and realize that he's in public. We're here because the natives didn't need us anymore.
Yeah, they're a bit pokey right now.
So we came here, and then I saw a brick fly through a window. So, classy
Of
town.
course you did. Of course
I'm
you
gonna
did.
kick the shit out of someone named Stan later. It'll be great.
Of course you are. Oh my god.
For the record, Plays has calmed down, and he's just sitting sort of like back at attention, but clearly more excited.
Sarah does open her business bag with the snaps and everything because she was a lawyer, like Jonathan was, and she opens it. She reaches in, and then she really reaches in, and she pulls out a Ziploc baggie and just opens it up and sets it on the floor. And it's used coffee grounds.
Oh yeah, Plays will immediately like go to it and then catch himself right before he like barrels right into it, and then just stops and then just looks at her.
And you can get into that, boy. It's fine. It's okay.
Oh, and he'll bury his face into the bag.
And this is the thing. It's Jonathan's coffee. You know Jonathan.
Old and slightly burnt.
Yeah, it's so you
Once he realizes it's Jonathan's, he slows down and more just kind of like definitely more enjoying it as opposed to just like inhaling it. Like very careful not to eat all of it.
Yeah.
But it's just sort of one of those like nostalgia things where it's sort of like remembering his friend.
You can take that with you if you want, Plays. You don't have to take it all at once.
And he'll as soon as she says that, he'll sort of like roll onto his back in like a submissive sort of thing, and sort of like a thanks.
Anyways, I see you know are crazy people.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn and look
Hey.
around and not look at anyone present. No, everyone doesn't. Everyone seems normal here. And while I'm talking to her, I'm also just gonna reach over and put my hand on Calliope's shoulder. You never told me you knew Sarah.
And she just smiles and says to him, I had no idea y'all knew Sarah.
Seems
didn't
like
even know she
Wyoming is
was
a
here.
small place.
Yeah, it really is.
Unfortunately.
So,
Coffee friend.
that all it takes to become friends with you, Play, is just coffee.
Pocket bacon. Pocket bacon
Pocket.
helps.
Yeah, the bacon.
Bacon
Show-
always helps.
Pointing out something new to him, that usually works.
Mm-hmm. But anyways,
Although be careful, because sometimes he'll start requesting you to do it.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm looking at. I was not expecting this, but here.
Same.
Who's going into the store? Who's gonna do it? Are you all going to do it
She
together?
she takes her notepad. I believe I'm being watched. I don't think I can go in.
That might be.
tend to make people uncomfortable when I am around them too long. So I don't think I'd be a great stand-in for that either. I can do it if you want me to. Just know that I'm probably gonna never be, like a go-to hire, as it were.
I think when it comes to trying to apply, Howie and myself might be the best choice. We're both new to the area.
That makes sense, but I want to warn you. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. This place you may walk into and not come out of. I am letting you all know that it's going to be dangerous. You all are probably not, on the radar of whatever's going in there, which I've been trying to do back checks on the company that owns that building. It's taken me some time, though. It's a pain in the ass being, in the late 90s and not the 2000s when the internet's such a great thing.
So what's the
It still
internet?
exists now. You just need to know the IP addresses and kind of manually. That's good.
Yeah. So you said that it's taken you a while. Are you still like trying to figure out what it is, or are you?
I'm trying to
making
figure
leeway?
out what company it is. It's a giant shell game behind the back of that store.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a hunch, but then again,
We all have hunches, and one of them rhymes with Pantex. Gentle
I was gonna
Glide.
say Xanax, but okay.
They mentioned that they'd seen the spiders at some baker place.
Yeah. I'm the
Oh.
one that mentioned that.
There you go.
But
So,
yeah, the baker site. There were some interesting incidences there.
You think it'd be worth checking that place out? See if there's maybe some information there that might help?
If
Yeah.
you want to check that place out, you can, but it's basically a dead zone now. We nuked it from orbit practically.
When you say we,
yeah, but you also mentioned that somebody could have come in and restarted the whole thing over again. So it's just like, yeah, maybe you turned the sand to glass, and maybe somebody came in and started making mirrors. Like,
Well, what I'm saying is someone obviously knows the process to make these things and has decided to set up shop somewhere else. My thought is they set up shop in the store.
I mean, it's a lead.
I'm just giving you information. But yeah, whoever goes in, I want them to wear this. And she kind of pulls from her fingers, and it's a little lapel pin that's shaped like an insect, like a beetle.
I look
I'll
at
hold
Cat.
I'll hold my hand out like, what is this?
It will.
I'm assuming
I mean,
it's
it will allow us to talk.
all right. You want me to take it, or do you want it, Howie?
No, that doesn't mesh with my accoutrement.
We don't want to ruin your vibe.
You get it.
She'll just pin it to her tank top.
But yeah. But I assume that you all are going to be heading to that furniture store in the next day. So keep me informed. Keep me posted. I'll see what I can do with these fuckers in the tower.
Is there anything I need to do to use this, or do you just use it and contact me?
It's a pretty basic thing. You just touch it, concentrate on it, aka a gnosis roll will have to happen. But it's a fairly easy item to use. There are actually
And she writes, "Thank you, Sarah."
no problem. Especially with this crew, you're gonna need all the help you can get.
Hey.
I'm
No,
gonna.
you're totally right.
Yeah, I'm gonna push some buttons on my pager while we're here, and I'm gonna activate sense worm just in case.
And
Go for it.
Calliope's just blinking very intentionally when she says with these. Gonna need all the luck she can get.
Ooh boy,
I
We
mean,
got a
three.
Fiona. Look at the Irish.
They do good work, but they tend to get a little creative with their solutions.
Yeah, I can see it.
3 successes, 2 10s.
Okay.
So creative has replaced the word desperate now. Not bad.
I was trying to be nice.
When you're
Yeah,
And
desperate, you
literally
be.
through the mind speak, you hear Calliope say, "Oh my fucking god, are y'all gonna get me killed?"
Maui, you
Not-
don't sense any worm taint here, so obviously it hasn't come this way. Whatever it is. And
Not
that
if we can
gives
help it,
you
Calliope.
that gives you some sense of this thing is focusing where things might not be properly shielded. Things might not have the proper protections. Because glasswalkers can protect and work with weaver spirits just fine.
I'm gonna sidle up to Sarah and just be like, "Hey, since you're a go-between, do you mind going between these fucktards and the bonars and kind of helping to create a more solid defense for the city?" And I show her the pager with just like the zeros across the page. I'm just like, there's no worm around here, but like this is not. I'm not getting the same numbers in their
Elsewhere.
territory. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can try. It's difficult to do here. There was a whole situation. There was a whole Romeo and Juliet fucking thing that happened,
God.
like 8 years ago.
yeah, and I look at plays. I'm like, tell me about it.
And yeah, you're talking Bonar and Glasswalker kinfolk trying to mesh together and hutcha. It was a mess. There was blood that was spilled, and then there was a very much a you do you, I do me, we don't do each other and go fuck off our own ways kind of thing.
Oh, exactly like Cody.
Yeah. Except in Cody, you're dealing with that, a Silverfang killed the daughter of a chieftain, and yeah.
So no matter where we go in the nation, there's horse shit like this.
It happens. People live their lives, and people live very fucked up lives. But anyways, I'm not going to keep y'all too long, but I will do what I can to help you succeed. And this is definitely my business major smile that tells
If
you
you have
I'm
any information,
going
we'll
to
reach out.
try.
No. I give her the finger guns. I know.
Yeah. And at this point, I think it's probably time for us to take our break before I kill somebody.
Please.
So yeah. We will be back shortly in 10 minutes.
All right.
And go. And we're back.
Bananas. What? Oh,
This shit is bananas. BANANAS.
No, really, during break, I had a banana because I haven't had dinner and I needed something to fill me up, and I was legit making eye contact while eating it.
Fill me up. I'm a 12-year-old boy at heart.
In some ways, many of us are.
And then Maddie's like, you know the banana rule, and I'm like, I don't care.
Fuck your banana
There's a rule.
roll.
It needs to be broken.
Never make eye contact while eating a banana.
And I made
it's middle
all the
school
eye
101.
contact.
She did. I was there
It
for it. I was
wasn't-
present.
It was an experience.
Experience.
It's just extra annoying because she's acting all sexy, and then we have to remember, damn it, she's married. Alright.
That just made me want to buy a banana for next session.
Will.
Oh.
Don't tease me.
Oh,
So
it's gonna be.
that's the thing. So next game we all have to show up with bananas, right?
It's gonna be
All of us.
episode
All of us
5
except
is gonna
Berlin.
be bananas, and that means our final episode, everybody's gonna show up with 4 locos again.
Fuck that.
I don't even know if I can
Oh.
get those here.
Yeah, I don't know. I
There
don't
are
know what those are.
places. There are places.
You
Well,
just have
anyways.
to remember to eat first.
Yes.
Well,
Because
here.
that was Colin's problem. Or I should say Maddox's problem last time.
Yeah, Colin would have been fine. Maddox was the one who got his shit kicked in by a 4 Loco. But anyways, chat's not tuning in to watch us flirt with each other for the last.
I know. I'm just like, when am I gonna get to killing
We're
some
doing
people?
it poorly.
Yeah.
The McStabber standard.
Should have saved some of that
Flirting,
banana.
but poorly.
But yeah, so it's fairly easy. Sarah sends you on your way. There is hugs and pets. And there's definitely a Jonathan says hi. Hope y'all are taking care of his truck.
When she says that, I very pointedly don't look at the hood of the car until she's gone to see if Howie left a dent when he slid over.
I'm gonna slide
Blaze-
over when he looks and I'm just like, yo, this isn't your truck, bro. Like,
No,
just said something
no,
about that.
It's not my truck. It's
Oh.
my friend Jonathan's truck.
Oh, dude.
Please, it is his only truck. Do not keep doing that.
Oh yeah, no, sure.
Blaze has the bag of coffee in his mouth, just waiting
Yeah.
to get back in the truck.
Fairly easy. Y'all can do that.
So,
What is your
And-
intention?
is our mind link still up?
Yeah.
Calliope pretty much keeps it going. As long as we're close to each other, we can do it.
So, what should the rest of us be doing while, and he turns and looks at Howie and Kat, you two go in? I think that's what's happening.
I'm
But
gonna go
I
get
mean-
applications tomorrow at least.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, and then we don't
Okay.
come back until Wednesday, so we got time to go.
Mhm.
so we're gonna check out the baker thing first then.
Yeah, sure.
We can.
Let's take a drive by.
Mhm.
See if there's anything of note.
You want to swing by since we have the afternoon?
Why don't we pile into one car? Might be better if we're
Calliope,
Together?
can we park the truck at your place? Will it be okay there?
Yeah, sure. And we head back to my place to park their truck.
It's
And then, yep. Do you need me to roll anything while we're driving, or
no.
okay?
No.
For the record, Blaze left his bag of Jonathan coffee in Jonathan's truck. He's keeping
Okay.
it safe.
He's
Mhm.
keeping it safe. Like he should.
No, no. Never mind. I take that back. It's going into his bag.
She actually directs Colin when they get to her place to park it nearer to the house than the camper. That way they may think it's somebody tied to Joe, if somebody's watching.
Fair enough.
And
And speaking of that, can you take a quick little paranoia kick in, take a look around, make sure we're not being followed, Nobody seems to be hiding about the camper as we pull in.
If you want to make a perception alertness check, you can. Difficulty 6. Yes, your specialization does count. It's like whenever anyone takes insightful or paranoid. Yes, your specialization does count.
I didn't even know paranoid could be a specialization, so this is new to me.
Is this behavior that I've noticed now? Because this is like the third time.
Yes, you've noticed that cat's head on a swivel
Swivel.
constantly. You can tell standard diff. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, constantly observant. You can see the tension in her shoulders. This lady don't relax. You're cat. You don't see anything.
Okay. But she still has just gone through and just make sure, like when they get back in, doors are locked, buckled up. Okay.
I'm just gonna sit in the middle of the backseat and just lean forward. So I'm between Calliope and Ken. Just be like, hey, we don't have to live in a constant fear of the outside, right? And then
Not
just
so much the outside,
back.
it's the people in the outside.
I handed the conch shell. Here.
I will listen to the ocean in the conch shell.
It's nice.
It is really nice. There's still some fucked up people out there.
Colin will take a door seat and just do his best to keep his eyes closed and breathing exercises on the drive because he doesn't have to focus on driving, so he's got to focus on something.
And then, of course, the other thing is, I've left Jonathan's truck in this place. Oh, I've left Jonathan's truck in this place. Oh, I've left Jonathan's truck in this place.
Yeah, he's trying not to focus on that. But he also knows that multiple cars is getting in the way of some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Calliope drives them out to the baker's place.
Yeah. The baker's site was a manufacturing complex. It was for baking bread. That's why they called it the baker's site. You can definitely, when you look at this place, you can see that there was once a manufacturing building here. There is no more a manufacturing building here.
It's a ruin.
Yeah, it's absolutely ruined to the point of where there was a sign, there was a little sign somewhere that you could say that it was a little paper sign that was like certified condemned.
Has nature started to reclaim the area?
A little bit. You can definitely see some greenery coming through, though it's not the best weather for it right now.
I'm gonna try to peek into the Umbra then.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, can I toss on heightened senses just to try to get take sniffs around the area just to see if anything sticks out?
What's the gauntlet like here?
The gauntlet is a 6.
Okay. 2 successes, one of them is a 10.
Okay. So definitely you can see through. And there is kind of like a scar in the land here on the umbral side. But it is definitely being healed. You can even see some nicer spirits working on it still. I mean, nothing that you might recognize, but there's definitely some progress being made.
Calliope's actually going to walk towards the ruins of the building. And I imagine it's still somewhat covered and probably dark inside.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm going to spend a willpower and ignite my lambent flame.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Calliope glows with a pure white light. And it illuminates the entire inside of the building.
We peek into the rooms. Do we see anything extra with the light?
Go ahead. Perception alertness.
And Calliope's looking too to see if there's any markings or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Does the light do anything in the Umbra?
It definitely brightens things, and the spirits get a little uncomfortable. There's definitely this thing of the spirits kind of back away and start disappearing from the area in a sort of rapid fashion. Yes, please.
I feel that in the order this has happened, something very, very problematic for Plays has just happened.
Okay.
Because he just turned on heightened senses, and then she just went
Oh,
like
yeah.
supernova.
Yeah. You turned on your heightened senses, you were trying to get extra sniffs, and now you're being blinded.
Yeah.
That's gonna take
And
a
like
while to get those
immediately
spots out of his vision.
as soon as the light hits, he just immediately like recoils from it and is like trying to look away from the light and trying to get the spots out.
Yeah. Your visual perception is probably going to take a hit for a little bit. But your nose perception is not affected by that.
What is the difficulty?
The difficulty, since you brought light into this area, it was going to be an 8, it is now a 7.
Okay.
Plays, if you're trying to actually look around, the difficulty is going to be a 9 for you.
I mean, I was trying, but now we'll go with sight and sound.
You mean sense?
Or I'm sorry, scent. Yeah. Scent and sound.
I got 4.
All right.
4 as well with a 10.
So difficulty is going to be a 7 for you, Plays with danger, because you're not going on visual cue.
And what are we doing? Perception and
Alertness.
Alertness. Okay.
The classic roll to see if you're observant. To see.
Well, yeah, just because like with heightened senses, it says something else. So that's why I just wanted to.
I'm gonna blink back into our reality.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Colin by the shirt and be like, "All right, well, looks like you're with me then." And I'm gonna bring out a little compact from my pocket, look into the mirror, and I'm gonna step sideways with him.
Oh, you're gonna bring him with you.
You're not even letting me do it myself.
No.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Does
No.
eyes in the back of my head qualify for this? Okay. Then I have 3 successes.
But yeah,
with 2 10s.
Calliope, you got 4. Cat, what did you get?
I had 4 as well.
Okay. There is really nothing on this side of the wall here. That they were thorough when they wrecked this place.
That means the building isn't there in the Umbra too, then.
Right.
God damn, they really nuked it from orbit.
Yeah, Maui, you don't have to roll too hard to get this because you already know the gauntlet's 6.
Yeah, I got 2 9s and a 10, so,
yeah,
it's almost instantaneous for us to step sideways.
You yoink Colin through.
The last thing everyone hears Colin say before he just fades slowly out of view is, "Oh, motherfuck."
Yeah. And yeah, on this side, it's kind of an open plain. There's some sand at your feet. And
I'm gonna try to get some of the spirits to stick around. Just gonna be like, hey, come back, don't. It's just one of us. It's just one of us.
all right. Go ahead and give me Maui. If your sheet will load for me, because I'm having problems right now with it loading. There we go.
Oh, what you want?
It's not your fault. But give me your charisma, and let's go occult since you're dealing with spirit stuff.
Okay, sure.
All right, difficulty is gonna be an 8 because Calliope did scare them.
Yeah, she does that.
And she's a little more baller than you because, she's a Galliard. Her wolf's a little more out.
Also, silver fangs. Spirits tend to notice those.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I got an 8 and a 9, and I got 2 1s, so nothing.
Wow. So you are talking to them, but they're still very hesitant. They're very backing up. They're like, it's like, yeah, you're one of them too. You get that kind of vibe, but
Yeah, I'm just holding out my arms like, come on, man. Like I'm not a bad guy. I'm not the bad guy here. I'm not like, yeah, I'm them, but I'm not them. Like, can I give you a gnosis point to stick around and talk to me? Is that all right? Can I catch a break? Someone greedy enough? I'm talking about temporary gnosis too, and I'm not about to.
You're not that flush with gnosis.
Yeah, I'm not that flush with experience points.
And you see, you kind of look down all of a sudden and you see a little hedgehog at your feet.
My man.
Yeah. And there's definitely this kind of look. And then there's a little chittering. And then you see a raccoon at your other foot.
Oh man.
Please tell me you can understand them, because
Yeah.
unless they speak English, I can't speak to spirits.
It's fine. It's
Maui,
fine. I got you.
can you make a perception alertness check while you're looking at Colin?
Sure. But what did he get me into?
If Nikki, I swear to God, if you do what I think you're about to do,
Difficulty?
The difficulty is a 5.
Okay. 5 out of 6. I only got one die that was lower than 5.
Okay. You look at Colin, and there's 2 things you notice.
Okay. Oh, man.
There is a snake spirit casually draped around his neck that he can't see, and there's also a cockroach on his forehead.
Oh.
just because I'm not afraid of snakes anymore doesn't mean I like them.
Colin, I want you to make a perception check now. After Maui. Your difficulty is an 8 because you're looking out.
Sick. Botch, I don't notice shit.
You've got legs.
I do have legs. At least 2 of them. Sometimes
you could
more.
notice the wrong thing too.
Yeah. You got legs, and there's this look over there. Is that shrub? Wait a minute, that shrub has tentacles. Why is there a shrub that has tentacles on this side?
Fucking Umbra. Not noticing, Cullen would actually like to do a quick glance around, and then he's going to close his eyes and ask within his own spirit, can you all help me see if I'm missing something due to what I am? And he's gonna invoke his ancestors for this session.
Ooh. He hasn't done this in a while because his ancestor that used to speak to him was his mother, who was...
She's a bit gone. He hasn't spoken to any of the others yet,
Yeah,
so he doesn't know what's going to happen.
She has gone in the process of helping in Phoenix Call 1. This is me.
Go watch season 1.
Yeah, this is me plugging Go watch season 1 if you haven't.
And yeah, I'm not asking for any specific thing, just whatever one of them might suggest. It would be a role that they could help out with. Like, yeah, here's something you might be missing. And then if you need a roll or anything, please let me know.
Did I get anything with the 3 perception alertness?
All of you got the same thing on the other side.
Well, I'm not on the other side.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
I'm on this. I'm on the Umbra side right now. We will get back to y'all shortly. Don't worry. There is a fairly masculine voice that you have not heard before. Hey man, look around you. There's a scar right there. Someone ripped the Umbra here.
You can do that?
Oh man, you can do a lot of things with enough worm taint in a dream.
Hang on a second. Scar. And now I know what I'm going to be using that ancestors for, storyteller. Let's make my occult go from 1 to 4 for
Okay.
this. Seems way useful to me.
All
and
right.
then I'm assuming intelligence is my other roll?
Yes. Intelligence and occult.
Plus ancestors, obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, Maui, you've got buddies.
Yeah,
Decided to hang out.
I'm gonna look at both of them and just be like, all right, listen, like I can only really feed one of you. Which one of you saw more?
And there's a little bit of confusion between the two. And then you almost see them go into like full on play fight. They go on and they just start
scoop up the hedgehog and just be like, all right. No, first of all, no. That's not how we settle things. I'm gonna put the hedgehog down behind me and then just address the raccoon. Like I'm just gonna come down to my knees and just address the raccoon and just feed it the temporary point of gnosis. All right. Mano a mano, dude. Like, what did you see? What happened here?
Oh,
where are the spiders?
No more spiders here. Nope. No more spiders here. Nope.
Right.
All
but
gone.
Where did they go?
People
And
like
who
you
brought them?
came. People like you came.
Right. But like not like me. Who brought the spiders in the first place? Did you remember that little dude?
And he kind of runs around in a circle a little bit. And then he grabs his tail and he's kind of playing with it for a little bit. Kind of doing the pudgy raccoon cuddle.
Stay here. Stay with me. Who brought the spiders?
People. Scary people.
Okay.
They had big guns.
Uh-huh.
They had put traps out for us here.
Oh.
They caught my mate.
Oh no.
Fed her to that thing.
What thing?
Oh, it was scary.
Yeah, I bet.
Scary.
Yeah.
No. It was big and mean, and nothing good could come of it. Nothing good.
I'm gonna reach back and grab Charlie and bring it out. And just be like, can you describe it to Charlie so that he can kind of show me what you saw?
And what the raccoon does is he touches his nose to Charlie.
Yeah.
And there's just this little bit of a glow. And you can see that bonus point of gnosis is being spent here. And then the raccoon scurries off.
Oh, okay, bye, I guess. Thanks.
Colin, with your roll, man, that scar is terrible. There's no visible sign on the other side, on the normal plane, but it's here and apparent. Someone was purposefully making the veil thinner here.
And then I'm guessing I also recall some of the stories I'd heard from various elders about a certain umbral realm called a scar.
Yep.
Gaia, damn it.
Now we're going to get back to the regular side of things. There's nothing really interesting on this side. There's not even really any etchings. You might find a little bit of paperwork left. Just a little bit. Talking about containments. Some grain infection that had happened.
Calliope will put those in her bag.
Mm-hmm. And you can easily ascertain that the way they got this place condemned was something happened to where the grain holdings were. And if you're in the know, grain dust is very flammable.
Mhm.
Very easy to make an explosion happen out of that.
And there is no grain dust here now.
No grain dust here now.
But this place definitely went boom.
Yeah. You can tell there's some
Mhm.
holes in the ceiling that's above you.
Some charring. Yeah.
Yep, and this, you can definitely tell this wasn't the only building. This is the only segment that's still standing.
Right.
You said
What
there
happened?
is a floor above us?
No. No floor above you.
Okay.
I'm just saying this was the only building left standing.
Okay.
It's a gutted husk.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Calliope says, I grabbed what I could find. I'm going to turn out the light, but you guys step out first because you'll be a little bit blind.
That's definitely turn towards the darkness and kind of get my night vision back.
Do I spell anything, like at all?
I was just about to get to you, please.
Sorry.
And then
sorry.
as
No, it's
Calliope
okay.
starts to walk forward before the light really leaves the shell of the building too much, she turns it off.
But with 3 successes, I feel like I at least need to give you a bone. A little bit of a bone. There was
Get
something
consent.
there was something nasty here before. It's gone. It's muffled. It's been like a year and a half. At least. But you can still smell some remnants.
Does it smell like that BSD taint
Mm-mm.
nastiness?
It kind of reminds you of those hunters. You know the ones. And now back to the other side.
Well, yeah, Cullen's just gonna rub the back of his neck, because, god damn it.
And that's when you kind of feel the snake.
Turn and look. Do I look at a tail or a face?
There's a face.
Motherfucker. Hi, do you need anything?
Nope. Just hanging out. And just
If
saw
you-
you here. You seemed lonely. Seemed like you missed somebody. But I could see you're uncomfortable, so I will just mosey my way down.
I'm gonna crouch down and like let my arm go so the snake can get off. I'm not
Yeah.
freaking out. It's just
Yeah. Thank
Gonna-
you kindly.
Just gonna look at it as he's slithering off and be like, "Hey, take the cockroach with you too."
Oh,
what cockroach.
sorry. Come on, buddy. Come on, Franklin. And you... It's one of those flying ones, so it comes right off your foot.
Is there something about me that just screams roosting spot? Ugh. Do cockroaches roost? I have no fucking clue. Howie, you're a theurge. You might be able to answer this better than me. Spirits can be summoned, right?
Yeah, of
Like
course.
they don't just show up. You can call to them.
Yeah. How do you think we make talons and fetishes and stuff? Like we just don't go out and, I mean, you can go out and hunt a spirit if you want. Like there's a whole ritual for that too, but
That seems complicated.
yeah, it's complicated.
But and let me rephrase this a bit. Can you summon a spirit? Like, do you
See,
know how?
I've seen the ritual. I've been like involved in the ritual.
You don't know it, do you?
No, dude. Like,
All right. I have a proposal for everyone when we get back across because, damn it, I'm tired of being out of every loop.
sure, yeah.
I'm tired of all of us being stonewalled by worm bullshit.
Yeah, come here. Charlie's about to show me what happened.
Yep. And Charlie does come up, and there's a little nervousness. You sure you want to see this, Howie?
Yeah.
sure?
We gotta figure out what happened, Charlie.
Okay. And he climbs up and sits on your forehead quite comfortably. And
That's not creepy.
I will just awkwardly put my hand on his shoulder.
yeah. And for a moment, Colin, if you're looking at this, Maui's eyes go white.
Oddly enough, it just makes me nostalgic for Olivia. Because she used to do that.
And I need you to roll me a... This is going to be a tricky roll. Give me a stamina plus primal urge.
Ooh, thank God I raised that.
Yeah,
Is that for both of us or just him?
just him. Since he's initiating this contact. The difficulty is going to be 8.
2 successes.
And it's just one of those things where things flicker and you're trying to get the connection to fully maintain. And man, your head really hurts now. Like throbbing pain. Not quite as bad as Calliope's. But we're still going to take a point of aggravated damage. Because it's a lot going through your head. And you see this place as it used to be. This was like a facility at one point. And as you look around, you don't see people really, and then suddenly you look up and this thing, it's the biggest wolf spider you've ever seen. Massive. It's on the ceiling of this thing. Its babies hanging out on its abdomen, crawling around, and it seems like it's just pouring from there. Multiple legs, multiple jaws. You can see jaws and eyes are almost at every joint. And it's kind of contained in a box on top of the ceiling. And then you start to see the cages and the pens of spirits. And these scientist-esque looking fuckers taking these spirit cages and releasing them into that glass cage with that fucking spider. And it's just a process of consume, put more out. Consume, put more out. Consume. Until the glass shattered. And the spider came down and started wrecking shop. And then you flicker back.
I'm guessing I saw like the pinched expression of "ow, my brain."
Mm-hmm. And you got a little taste of it. You got Colin, you got a little flicker of what Maui saw. That monster breaking through that glass and starting to be like, hey, humans can be eaten.
Ugh.
Yeah, you also are gonna feel me shift into Glabro because I do not like being hurt.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
a very
God.
well-informed raccoon.
Yeah. No successes because one's canceled out.
Yeah. So you get uncomfortable. You tried to shift to ease off that comfort. And it didn't take. But Maui, you know why that raccoon was knowledgeable. You know why. And I assume that y'all are going to step back.
Yeah, there's an immense sadness in me, and I just kind of reach up, hold Colin's hand, and then I step forward with him, bringing us out.
As we shift, he'll give his shoulder a light squeeze, like I'm here.
And then once we're on the other side, I'm just gonna sit down on the grass and just fucking ball out.
Y'all see this? They come walking out of that building, and yeah, Maui Howie just lays on the foliage.
We hustle up.
Calliope walks up to him, kneels, and places a hand on his shoulder.
Blaze can't see shit at this point, but is moving towards the sound.
Being near him.
Mm-hmm.
Calliope isn't saying a word. She's just there, holding him with one hand on the shoulder.
Giving him his moment, and Catch is keeping an eye out, making sure there's nothing weird coming on.
Humans, man. Scum of the earth. And I'm gonna pull the conch shell out and just hold it up to my ear.
If you all wouldn't mind, I have a bit of a proposal, and I think, and Cullen will like cross-legged just sort of sit down next to Howie. We could form a small circle or something. I want to pitch something to you.
All right.
Calliope shifts her position and actually raises Howie's head and sets it on her lap so he can lay as he is curled up, but still have someone connected to him to ground him.
How do you all feel about forming a pack?
And I think this is where we're going to call it tonight, because that sounds like a great point to call it. But for sake of experiency, you get the applications so that we can go into
Move forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we can go into the next episode rocking.
Hopefully they don't drug test.
And I would like to thank my players. And you know, episode 4, nobody died.
Yeah.
Just means that every episode after that is nebulous then.
Curse
That's
is
not a
lifted.
comfort, storyteller.
Nope. But anyways, y'all participated. You were here. I love the role play. I always love the role play. I'm just like, so y'all,
Delicious.
yes. So y'all get the 3 from me.
It's like bananas.
Yes.
With eye contact.
Bananas with eye contact.
And peanut butter.
And peanut butter.
Oh, banana and peanut butter, a classic combo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going around the table.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I don't think I've gone first yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gotta be Rav. That end. Like, Jesus fuck, man. Yeah.
Fuck. I'm actually torn between Calliope and Cat. I think the scene with the Glasswalkers was a good show of the fact that as much as you get your point across with your notepad, like you're still so slow to get a point across that it has to be thought out before you even get a comment out, and then just continuing to feed into the paranoia to the point now where it's just like, oh, you know that we're safe, right? Like we have a bubble.
They want you to think.
A Philodox being hyper observant. What a shock.
Just because you can't say that there's a monster up to eat my face doesn't mean that there isn't a monster behind me ready to eat my face.
All right. So, Kat, you go next.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Howie. Echoing plays or Brad. Words are hard. Echoing plays with that that last scene was awesome. And you make an awesome Philodox as my cat falls off my desk almost.
Oh, he's a Theurge. You're a Philodox.
I am also going to go with Howie. That was brilliantly emoted at the end.
And then I'm going to do my usual cheating and pick two people. Spreading the love between Maui, Howie, and our dear Miss Monroe. Because, yes, a Theurge is always going to be the one most affected by spiritual echoes, and you handled it fantastically. And then also, we saw a different type of scorn from the Glasswalkers. It's like, yeah, we can talk to you. It was like the weirdest sense of apathy, and Calliope just had to stand there and go, assholes. And she couldn't even say it out loud. So the frustration of the difficulty with communicating with those jackasses was definitely felt too.
And y'all are so good. So good. I love showing off aspects of tribes because, I mean, I love showing off the good and the bad. And being the storyteller, I tend to have to show up the bad more than the good.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's
That
up to the
makes for good
players to
drama.
be the good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, we're the good? Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, we're screwed.
Joke's on you. We're the fucking alternate universe.
Yeah.
We're
This
just the
is-
drama.
The dark timeline.
This is just the fucky wucky gang.
He has to say it at least once every fucking episode.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight for this session of Werewolf the Apocalypse Phoenix's Call Season 2. This is episode 4. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Bro Hunters, run by Rep Ben Powers. It has Shanky in it. The forever storyteller Shanky is going to be a player in Extreme Ghost Finders. Part 2.
Part 2. I'm also going to be there.
And you are going to be there too. I forgot. You are going to be there. You are Double D Dog.
Yeah, I'm Double D Dog. Coming at you live.
And Shanky is Theodore Roosevelt.
Yes.
It is basically paranoia ghost hunting version. It is fantastic and hilarious. And you want to tune in for that at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we have Call of Cthulhu at 3 p.m. Eastern. Victorian London set, London Esoteric Society, run by the amazing GM and keeper, Tiss. You want to tune in, definitely, to see what's going on there, because holy cow, them folks are getting into some really hinky stuff. Hinky stuff. And y'all want to check that out. Y'all want to check that out. I mean, you know, there's stuff about people's brothers being messed up. It's messed up. It's messed up, but it's great and it's fun and it's insanity inducing. So you want to tune in Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern to check out. And then, of course, on Sunday, Timber Brad and myself will be back on stream for Windy City After Dark.
Give the
That is
leeches
going-
love.
That is going to be season 6, episode 9. We are almost to the season finale, y'all. And y'all, this past Sunday, oh my God. Oh my God. Your girl here plays Jackie, and Jackie was not okay. She was casting shade at a fucking high up Tremere. She was casting shade at a prince. I mean, she didn't give any fucks that session.
What? A Ventru not respecting those below her? Whoa.
Oh no. Whatever shall
Oh.
we do? Breaking the social norms. I'm
no, allow
clutching
me
my
to-
pearls.
Yes, allow me to dry my tears with these $1,000 bills.
Exactly.
No.
But now, and Brad's character, Nicholas, oh my gosh, seeking advice from the La Sombra on interpersonal matters with Coterie
Hey,
members.
hey. It was solid fucking
It was-
advice.
It was solid advice, but that's only because that La Sombra has come a long way, baby.
Wow. Just wow.
So join us at 5 p.m. Eastern for episode 9 of season 6 of Windy City After Dark. And of course, we cast our games from our Discord. So join us on Discord. You can check out sneak peeks of what's coming up each month because I post that schedule every month right at the beginning of the month so you can see what's coming and you can chat about our games. We also have weekly Zoom chats that are not paywall locked for the community. You don't even need a camera to join us to come hang out with folks from McStabber Studios. And of course, if you want to play and stream games with us, you can sign up for casting calls and possibly get to play. It's awesome.
Mhm.
And then, of course, we have back episodes on YouTube. So if you're just catching us for the first time tonight, you can check out this season and even the prior season of Phoenix's Call on YouTube. And we have merch. We have red rockets for Gaia. On my Zoom, she's below me, but Kat here has the red rockets for Gaia. And there's also some No Cowards here.
Mhm.
There. So you want to check out the Werewolf merch there
You
at
totes do.
Zazzle.
Get yourself a red rocket animal cock joke, please.
Yes, red rockets for Gaia. In our multi-shot first run of Werewolf, we had tits out for Gaia, then it's red rockets for Gaia. You're muted, Maddox.
It's all natural. Gaia's literally created this shit. She
I
didn't care.
know.
She's like, oh, cool, I made that. Neat.
I made that.
Yeah.
Nice. I did a good job.
Yeah.
All right. And then, of course, we have amazing friends in the TTRPG space, one of which is Ravnos Archon here. So tell us, Ravnos Archon, what are you doing?
This week I'm going to be dark because I'm flying down to Miami for a wedding, but normally I do Vampire the Masquerade on Mondays. I have a what if the Beckoning had happened in 1980 instead of modern day. I have a Star Wars and D&D game on Fridays. I try to showcase a new system once a month, and this month it's going to be 7th Sea, which is fantastic. And
Swashbuckling adventures.
oh my god, yes, and it's a fun system from what I've read so far. And you
Very
know,
cinematic.
I did not die, so I'm looking forward to seeing where Howie gets to go
Yet.
moving beyond in episode 4.
You have not died yet.
Correct.
Yet.
But I'm also looking forward to the mini series that I have planned for McStabbers coming up next month and moving into July. So I'm excited about that. Join the Discord so you can see the casting call.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure it'll get posted soon.
Yep.
And of course, if you enjoyed the content tonight, you can give us a follow here on Twitch. You could even give us a subscription on Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free subscription a month, and you might consider giving that to us. However, if you do not want to give Twitch the pimp half of your money, and want to give us a full donation, you can do so on our Ko-fi page. Also, if you want to give something to the players at this table that doesn't go to myself or Shanky as the heads of the studio, it goes to all the players and GMs that run stuff for us. They will get your bits and donations that are done through our links for that it's posted in chat right now. The Stream Elements donation link goes to them. And also bits from Twitch go to them. And also, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I'm missing? I think I got all the main stuff, and I even got the schedule. So, I'm going to lead into our closing. We always say here at McStabber Studios that we take mental health very, very seriously. Many of us in this community, and honestly, I'm going to be real, everyone in the freaking world has some type of mental illness going on. Whether it's situational or chronic, everyone has something. We want you to take care of yourselves. If you need help, reach out to those you feel will support you. If you haven't heard from friends or family in a while, and you're realizing, wait a minute, it's been too long since I've heard from them, reach out to them, just touch base, see how they're doing, because they might not be doing okay. Right now, it's hard for everybody, okay? And honestly, if you are in crisis, right now in chat, there are names of organizations with numbers that you can call or text to get assistance with whatever crisis you are going through. And if the numbers we have are not applicable to you, either because they are not the situation you're in or you're outside of the US, go ahead and click on the link for Find a Helpline. They offer resources for helplines for various things within over 140 countries. So you're bound to find what you need there. And of course, I, Mama McStabber, am a registered nurse. I'm the nicest mean nurse you're ever going to meet. And Timber Brad here is the meanest nice nurse you're ever going to meet. And we're going to tell you.
Get your goddamn shots, please.
And also, reproductive health is a human right. Fuck the Supreme Court. Trans rights are rights. Fuck anyone who says differently. But get your damn shots, because that'll protect you.
And fuck
we
Putin.
love you. And fuck Putin. Fuck Putin. And not the fun way.
No.
Pineapples and hand grenades.
But don't take it out on the Russian people, because they have absolutely nothing to do with that goddamn megalomaniac. So, have a lovely night, said with love. Mama's a little angry today because my government's trying to tell me I don't have autonomy over my body. And they can fuck right the hell off. So, y'all have a good night.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Y'all have a good night. There's going to be some murdering that'll happen next episode to get some steam rolled off these people. But yeah, love you all. Take it easy. And yeah. Bye-bye.